Hi there, welcome to my channel. Today's story is the Tangled Tanglewood and Pyro's Super Sneeze. Are you ready? Let's go. Once upon a time in a faraway land filled with bouncy mushrooms and sparkly rivers, there lived a little dragon named Pyro. Now Pyro was an explorer at heart, always eager to discover something new and exciting. But today he and his best friend Robert were going exploring together in one of Pyro's favorite places, the Tangled Tanglewood. The trees here grew in strange shapes, looping and twisting all over each other in a fun, twisty maze. And Pyro loved flying through the twists and turns. But this time when they reached the forest, Pyro wasn't so excited. In fact, he was scared, very scared, and it was all because of this rock. This was no ordinary rock. Oh no, this was Pyro's rock, his favorite rock. They would come here often and Robert would help him launch it through the tanglewood, watching it bounce off the trees until it landed in his paws again. Sometimes they'd roll it down small hills. Sometimes they pretended it was a magic genie granting wishes. But most of all, Pyro just liked the way it felt to hold that smooth, round rock in his paws while he napped. And now it was gone. Somehow it had gotten stuck high in the trees, and it looked like it would take a miracle to get it down. As Pyro got closer, he could see how high up his rock was stuck. It was lodged in a particularly bad knot of branches, and it looked like it would take forever to get it down. Rock, lost, up high, Pyro whimpered, flapping his wings anxiously. Robert looked up. It was high, but not unreachable. Maybe he could climb up there. Oh no, Pyro, how did it get up there? As Pyro frantically flapped his wings, almost knocking himself over, he pointed up at the sky and then mimicked wind blowing, hoping Robert would understand. Whoosh! Bad! Robert frowned. He didn't quite understand what he meant. Then he looked at the branches swaying gently in the breeze, and the answer dawned on him. Oh! Wow, you mean the wind blew it up there? That sneaky wind, always playing tricks, he said, shaking his head. But don't worry, buddy, we'll get it down. I'll climb. And with that, he started climbing. But after a few moments, Robert slid back down, groaning. Oof, it's too twisty. I can't get a grip. Indeed, the trunk of this particular tree was extra slippery and thin, and it was very difficult to climb. Not to mention all the tangled branches kept getting in the way. So Robert slid back down and stood next to Pyro, scratching behind his ears. Maybe I can knock it down from here. If only I had a really long stick, he muttered, looking around. His eyes fell on a long, sturdy vine nearby. That should do it, he said with a smile. He tied one end of the vine to a sturdy branch, making sure it wouldn't move while he tried to knock the rock free. Then he took the other end and swung it towards the tangled branches where the rock was stuck. But unfortunately, the vine was just too long. Robert couldn't get enough leverage to swing it hard enough to knock the rock free. Too long, he sighed. I wish I could just shrink this thing down and make it shorter. As if by magic, Pyro suddenly perked up. He sniffed the air dramatically. Sniff, sniff, he said. Suddenly his nostrils flared and he scrunched his snout. Ah, 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 he said, trying to speak through his stuffy nose. Robert blinked. He didn't understand a word, but he knew this expression well. This was the look Pyro got whenever he was about to sneeze. And boy, were some of Pyro's sneezes powerful. Once before, he had accidentally blown down an entire shelf of dishes with a sneeze. And as Robert watched in fascination, he saw Pyro squeeze his eyes shut and let out a mighty achoo. But this sneeze was different. It was much bigger, much louder, and much more pressurized. A colossal cloud of warm steam blasted from Pyro's nostrils, hitting the tangled branches dead on. The branches rattled and shook violently, but the rock stayed put. However, a few stray leaves were knocked loose, fluttering down slowly. Robert stared after them, dumbfounded. Did you see that? He whispered, eyes wide with amazement. Me try again? Pyro asked hopefully. He still had plenty of steam left in the tank. Robert nodded eagerly. Yes, yes, please aim for the branches, not my face. Sneeze, Pyro, sneeze, he shouted, jumping back to give Pyro room. And once again, the little dragon squeezed his eyes shut and let out a mighty ah-ha-coo. A second giant blast of steam shot from Pyro's nostrils, hitting the tangled branches even harder than before. Leaves flew everywhere. Whoomp! The rock shook loose and tumbled down, bouncing safely onto a thick patch of moss. Pyro blinked, unsure of what had just happened. Robert stared after it, mouth agape. Did we just blow down a tree with a sneeze? He stammered. Then he started laughing, clapping Robert on the back. You did it, Pyro. Best sneeze ever. Pyro looked confused. He tilted his head and looked at Robert, then at the tree, then at the dense, tangled branches. Suddenly, it hit him. He looked back at Robert with wide eyes and exclaimed, Me no need go up. Me just need to shake it down, he said proudly. Robert stopped laughing and thought for a moment. Was that what he had done? Had he really just blown the rock out of the branches with his sneeze? He didn't know for sure, but it certainly looked like it. Either way, he was just glad it worked. Sometimes a different idea, even a sneeze, is the perfect solution, he said with a wink. And sure enough, Pyro looked very proud of himself. He trotted over to his rock, which he managed to nudge with his nose, and curled happily around it. The sun shone through the tanglewood, making everything sparkle. Robert smiled, watching the two of them play. He knew this wouldn't be the last adventure for these two friends, and he couldn't wait to see what the next one would bring. Maybe a volcano with a stomachache, or a grumpy troll who needed cheering up. Whatever it was, he knew with a friend like Pyro, no problem was too big to solve. AFX Happy Dragon Rumble, triumphant music, fade out on Pyro curled happily around his rock. So what's the moral of the story, you ask? Well, sometimes when you're stuck, try thinking differently. Even a sneeze can be a super solution with a friend. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please leave us a like. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel to be notified every time we upload a new story. We have lots of stories waiting for you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.